Welcome. In this video, I'm going to talk about reporting on parent accounts and the parent account hierarchy. This is a follow-up to an earlier video, so if you don't know what parent accounts are, check out that other video first. So the tricky thing about parent accounts is that there isn't an easy way to report on them. Of course, within Salesforce here, we can look at the hierarchy and we can visualize it, which is pretty nice. So if I click into an account, I've got this little icon in the upper right, and it shows me this hierarchy, this tree of accounts. But again, pretty limited. So when it comes to reports, there's a couple things we can do to make reporting a little bit easier. The first one is to pay attention to this type field or another custom field that you make. You can use the type field to help you understand the hierarchy and where each account falls in that hierarchy. The other thing we can do is create a custom formula field that gives us the ultimate parent. So if we're looking at Rose Video here, say New York City or Rochester, we can know that the Rose Video top level account is its ultimate parent. So let's take a look at a report and then I'll show you how to build out some of those fields. Here's a very simple account report. I've got one filter applied, and all that's doing here is saying that the parent account is not equal to blank. That way I've gotten rid of all of the top level accounts. We're just looking at child or grandchildren accounts, etc. Now right out of the box, we don't have a ton of helpful information here. I mean, we've got the account name, the type, I have a number of ops fields there. We can always add the parent account field. And so this is a good first step to trying to get a little bit more organized, but this can also be confusing. So the first thing I would do is add that parent account and then group rows by that field. So now we can at least see that under Rose Video, we've got Rose Video Washington and Rose Video New York. And then we can see under Rose Video New York, we have Rochester and New York City. But we also have United Oil and Gas over here, and there isn't any distinction. Like, we don't know that United Oil and Gas has nothing to do with Rose Video, except based on the naming conventions. So if we had more varied names, it might get a little bit confusing. And so this is where that ultimate parent account can help. We can add in ultimate parent account as just a field. You can see that over on the right, but we can also group by it. So if we group rows by this field, let's move that to the left. You can see that, okay, we've got Rose Video at the top, and now here are these different groups underneath it. It's not quite as nice as that visual hierarchy we saw on the account page, because it's only going one level deep, really. There's no distinction between Rose Video New York and, say, the top level Rose Video accounts. We just know that they're all grouped together. So it's a step in the right direction. To better understand what levels they're at, that's where we have this type field, which I've changed to local and regional. And that will also help understand who's above who. And then finally, there's another custom field I've got in here that is hierarchy level. And so that is automatically calculated to tell you, what level of the hierarchy they're at. So we can see that these regional accounts are at level 2, and these, local accounts are at level 3. The top level accounts would be at level 1. Ultimate parent account field and hierarchy level field are formulas, but you can group on them, you can sum them up, you can filter based on them, whatever you need within the report. So let's take a look at setup, and I'll show you how those formulas were created. Go to the setup gear in the upper right, object manager, and then the account object. And from here, we can go to fields and relationships. I've created this formula field here called ultimate parent. The type of field is a text output. And then here's our formula. And I modified this from a helpful post on the Trailblazer community. So thank you, Eric, here for the initial response that I've just modified a little bit. Let's take a closer look at this formula. So what it's doing is it's looking at the parent's Parent.ID and just checking to see if it exists. If it does exist, then it's inserting that record's name. So essentially think of it as starting at the bottom of the hierarchy and then looking up through all those parent lookup fields, that chain of parent lookup fields, to find one that exists and then pull down the name. So this is only going to go up 5 levels because we have our current record and then its parent, its parent, its parent, and its parent. So we're starting at level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if that's blank, then it goes down to the next level. If that's blank, it goes down to the next level. If that's blank, it goes down to the next level, etc. And if the parent is blank, then it just puts its own name in there, signifying that this record is the top of the hierarchy. And that gives us a text value that we can then group on. Now we can take this exact same formula, but put it in a formula that outputs a number in order to tell us what level of the hierarchy that record is. I've got another field here called hierarchy level. Again, that output is a number, no decimal spaces were needed. And you can see that the formula is very similar. But instead of it outputting the name of that parent record, it's just giving us a number. So 5432 and then 1 if it doesn't have a parent. 1 would be the top level, 2 would be the children, 3 would be grandchildren, so on and so forth. If you want to extend this, I think you can go as high as 10 records, I think. So it's just following the same pattern, essentially. If you're going to have more than 5 levels, you can certainly extend it. With those two formulas, we're able to see what are all the accounts that need to be grouped together underneath their ultimate parent, and also what's that hierarchy level. Depending on your business, where they fall in the hierarchy may or may not matter to you, but it is nice to be able to generate that automatically. If you're using a type field or another custom field to differentiate between these different types of sub-accounts, that's typically a more manual process. Still might be helpful if you're working in government or something like that, but you've got both options available to you. In my next video, I'll show you how to use a roll-up summary field to indicate whether or not an account has an opportunity with you. And then we can use that to see what percentage of accounts within a hierarchy have an opportunity and what percentage don't. So this would be able to tell you in Rose's video, as an example, what percentage of these sub-accounts have opportunities. And I'll show you how to get more or less specific with that if you just want to see who are 1 customers and who are not. So if you're interested in that report, I'll see you in the next video.